to Hither and Jan Studio. DJ here. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm working in the big book of junk journal ideas today. I'm kind of working in two places, but I'm going to put the idea in here. But I'm also working in these Woodland journals. So I'm going to show you the one that I made for that. And then we're going to make one for here. And then I'm going to make another one that I can have for my other journals. So this is what we're making. It's this book page that has these 3 pockets with tags, and they have these little circle pullouts which kind of match the hole there, and you can have, you know, a little journaling space there, maybe write a quote or a happy message to yourself or something like that. And there's 3 of these on the page. Of course, I'm on video, it's going to be. They kind of, you know, fit into this area here. And then this goes on a page like so. And then from the same sheet of paper that I made the pocket from, I made this little fold out, and I'm going to stamp in here. Maybe I'll do that on this video, just so there's some lines and stuff on here, and maybe put a little embellishment. But then this gets glued on 3 sides, and this goes in here. And actually this is the one that's going in this journal. So I'm just going to throw this one in here, and then we're going to make another one for the ideas book so that I don't forget about it. And use it as a reference. How is everyone today? I hope you're having a lovely crafty day. I am. As you can see, I've been playing today and coming up with some cool ideas. I have a whole nother video coming up on a bunch of different pockets that's going to go in this idea book. But I do have to I got to get these things out the door. I keep saying it. And then this tucks in here. So you see, like, that's going to sit like so. And then I just put a little eyelet through there so that I can hang a dangle, which I'm not sure what I'm going to hang yet. But that is that. And then I put a little fussy cut on there with a little word that goes with the theme of the journal. So we'll make one of those now. All right, so what I did was, first I had to get an idea of the page size. And let's see, I got a bunch of tip-ins in here that I did. It doesn't matter where I put it. Why is this being wonky? Oh, okay. This is one of the reasons too, like, I like to sew the journals in because they do kind of shift, but you know what, it is what it is. This is the idea journal. Okay, so I'll just use this page here. What I want to do is get some book page. We all have book page, and it's usually plentiful. Or what I also like to do is take book page and cover some scrapbook paper, the 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that I really don't use much anymore because my style has changed. So I have some very pastel, older scrapbook paper, probably, you know, from like the 90s, and it's just a different style. I don't like it anymore. So I will put the book page on it and then cut it to the size that I need. The other side is white, or I'll be putting that side down, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I use book page because I kind of like the way that looks, and I want to make sure that I have room on here to put this down. Now, the thing I like about this project is you can make a bunch of these outside of the journals and have them waiting. You know, you can make them very basic if you wanted to, just that to match any theme, I guess, a neutral base, and then dress them up with, you know, whatever the theme is that you're working on. So I like that we can make these outside the journal and then put them in any journal. Now that is if most of your journals are the same size. I generally work in 2 sizes, although I do want to make a really big one out of full sheets of paper. But for now, I generally work in this 8.5 by 11, put, you know, folded over, which gives me the 5.5 by 8.5. And so I'll fit that. And then I use the mini journals, which is like half of that size. So then I would do something like this, and that might just be one pocket. A lot of different ways we can make them. So this one was 3 pockets here, right? But I can easily divide it down the middle and do 2 pockets. So for the idea journal, I do want to do the 3 pockets. When I look at it, I'll know that I could also do it as 3 pockets, or I could do it as one big pocket too. But I kind of like the way it looks when, especially like this with the tabs. I think it's kind of cool, and you can line them up like that. Okay, so what I did was I glued 2 pieces of book page together in the size that I wanted. I just kind of cut off the ends and the bottom, and then that gave me the size that I wanted. And that's just going to be my base for it. And so we can put that out of the way. And then I have these papers that I'm going to have for the Woodland journal. But then I also have, this is Graphics Fairy. And then this, I think, is Cotton and Twig, if I recall. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description box. But maybe we'll use this one because I like the way it looks, and we can use that. I just wanted to make sure that I had something on the other side of this. So the first one we'll make will be for the idea journal. And so I will use this paper, and I'm going to cut it so that it will fit like this one, so that there's a little bit of book page showing. So it's going to be a quick one, hopefully. I always say that. All right. So let me get this. And let's see. Oh, I want the butterflies in there. All right. Should I want the other way? That's no biggie. No biggie. All right. So I want to put those butterflies, and I do want to sew around this book page because that's what I did with this one. So let me just measure this, and then measure maybe there. Okay, I just want to leave some room so that I can see the book page. That's what I'm doing. And then this one, I said was there. Right. Okay, and that gives me that. So I'm going to ink and sew, and I'll be right back. Okay, lots of ink and lots of sewing. And so this is going to go on here, and I want to kick it back from this line of sewing. Now, if you don't do sewing, that's not going to matter at all. But I want to kick it back a little so that my tag doesn't get stuck on that. May also get stuck on the thread, but to try to help it as much as possible. Now I just have to divide this into 3, and let's see, what do we got? What do we have? Oh, we have 7. Oh, I can do 2.5. Is that gonna be right? No. See, this is why I don't do math. Let's go this way with okay, so 17.5, 170. So I think we're going to be around 58-ish. All right, so I'm working in millimeters, and so I'm not going to be perfect here. I'm going to do about 58 millimeters from that side. Let me do it up here. If you want to be more precise, go ahead and get down to the decimal. I don't have that kind of time, so. All right, and then I'll go this way. And as you all know, measuring is not my strong suit, so it is what it is. All right, so I approximately have the 3 there. All right, this is going to be the underside, so I can go ahead and mark it. And then I want to make the where the tags are going to go in, and this is the same punch that I'm going to punch out the circles with that are on the top of the tags, which makes this so cool, which is why I really like this. So I'm going to go a little less than halfway in, maybe about halfway in. And I'm trying to get it as centered as I can here. Yeah. And pretty decent. Okay. And then I'm going to, let's see. Oh, I got an ink where I just did that. Okay. And now I'm going to glue it down here. And on this one, I'm pointing like you guys can see it. I did some sewing here. You don't have to sew. I think for this one, I'm just going to glue it and maybe draw in. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Oh, and I actually, okay. Oh, look at that. My butterflies are upside down. I want it to go the other way. That's okay. We're going to put it on a different page. That's what we're going to do. I'm not paying attention. So this will go on a page facing the other way, like this. Okay? But it's the same thing, just going in the other direction. It's fine. I do want the butterflies on top though, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so we just turn this like this. And okay, so I'm going to glue it. And now let me just transfer over those marks because I am going to sew. I decided I'm going to sew. In that 5 minutes I made that mistake, I decided I'm going to sew. Okay, so I just want like a pencil mark when I get to the sewing machine. But for now, let's glue down the 3 sides. And there's not a lot of room because I'm doing 3 pockets, so I'm going to try to keep my glue close to the edge. Usually I don't care so much, but this time I want it to the edge. This way I can make the tag bigger. All right, and then I do want to see a little of that stitching. Well, apparently my stitching is not straight, so it's fine. It's fine. All right, there we go. Okay, and now I'm just going to go quick stitch. Okay, lots of lovely hanging threads. And now we just need to make some pockets. And so I'm going to leave that there. Maybe I'll just make the tags out of this one. And so this is basically the space I have from here to here, and I glued it, so it's not going to be exact. Let's see. Go back to the millimeters. 50. Okay, so I think I'm going to make the tag about 4.5 inches in width. And if that's just because I have like glue here and the stitching here, I'm going to start, well, I'm saying inches. It is not inches. It is 45 millimeters or 4.5 centimeters is approximately what I'm going to do. And we'll see, let's see, let me do it in inches too. 1 3/4. We'll call it 1 3/4. And that's what I'll make the tags out of. This one, of course, has nothing on the back. All right, this is what we will make the inside thing with. This is what I will make the tags with. And let's see, how big is this? Let's see how we do. I think I'm going to go this way. So I want to, actually this way, because I did this backwards. Yes, I know. Or do I want to, I think I want to go this way. Yep, that's how we're going. So I want to get it cut down. Probably to around there. All right. And I love this paper. I use it in so many projects because it's just so versatile. It's just like a collaged sheet. Very simple, but that's what makes it so perfect. Genius! Okay, and then what did I say? I said 1 3/4. I gotta turn this around. Actually, I didn't even need to pull that out, right? 1 3/4. 1 3/4. Let's see how that works. All right, let's test one. It's very thin. I think, let me see if I can get away with 2. Do I have 6 on here though? Oh, I do. Okay. Let's see if 2 works. Test it before you finish. Okay, 2 will work, but it's tight. It's fine. It'll work. It'll work. All right, so let me do 2. I'll round the corners and that'll help. 2 and 2. What do I want? I want this way. No, I'm gonna go this way. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to punch some holes. All right, I'm not using that one. With that same hole punch, and I'm gonna round the corners. So I'm gonna find some alternating, let's do, I need 2 of each, 2 for each tag rather. So I'll do 2 out of this, and I'll do the rest out of here. So one of those, get this little flower. So 2, 2. There we go. All right, so, and then let me round these corners so that it will slide in and out a little better of the pocket. And then I will ink it. So I'm going to ink all of these and clip the corners on 4 sides. So we're going to have a blank side on this side. That's the writing side. This will be the pretty side. And then I'm going to ink all this and then we'll put it together. Okay, so everything is inked. And then what I did was, I know I cut these out of the pretty paper, but I'm going to flip one of these over because on the side here, that has the image on it and one side's blank, I want to put the plain one over here so I can stamp it like I did on the other example. So now we just have to glue them down and put them in their pocket. Let's do that quick. And so I'm going to go about halfway down, and I want them all to kind of line up the same way. So hoping that'll fit, maybe a little further down. You want to make sure it's gonna, you know, sit in that hole and then be able to get your tag down. I hope I'm making sense. You know what I mean? The tag's gonna go so far down, so now I gotta glue it again because I'm blah blah blah. Like that. I think that will be a good one. Like so. And then this one goes on the other side. And we'll test it, see if we have to rip it apart. Hope not. See, and now there's that contrast. And I can stamp on this side. So I want those circles to sit in that spot, basically. I might have to trim the bottom of this. Let's see what's happening down there. Oh, there we go. Just needs to be massaged. Okay, so like that. So you want it to kind of fit in that spot. I think it looks cool that way. Oh, maybe the easy way to do this is to put this in here first and then put the glue on it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, and this one, I'm gonna have this side up. See how smart, now we know where it's gonna go. Okay, so do that. That's what you wanna do. And then this one is going on this side. This is a quick one, right? We'll add a little decoration to the front, and then I'll make another one for my Woodland journals. So, make sure you're going in there. Come on. It'll go. There we go. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go. Who's still here with me at this point? I'm gonna start dropping Easter eggs in with coupons. Who's here? Who wants a coupon? Yeah, the roses are going this way. So let's see, you go in here, lots of string, so much fun. Well, if you're standing there, might as well give me a thumbs up, right? If you like this sort of thing, that would be nice. Drop me a comment, tell me where you're tuning in from. Why? All right, you know what? Sometimes it's always down at the bottom. Probably just should have made them thinner. I wouldn't be going through all this trouble. Okay, here we go. That one's going on that end. This one's going down here. So... And this is how my brain works. This is how I measure. Sit it right about there. Okay. And then that one goes in here. You get the idea. I'm not going to fight with it, but I'm going to mix them up because I don't want the 2 blues together. So I'm going to do like that. And I want to get some stamps, and maybe I'll stamp it with, what do we want to stamp with? What do we want to stamp with? Oh, well, you know what? I have the stamps out from before. I'll just use them. That's quicker. I'll just use these. And my stamps. Okay. So we have 2 butterflies and a mushroom stamp. And we'll put the mushroom in the middle. Like so. And where did my book go? Here you are. Put you up there because I'm going to use you still for the Woodland journal. I'm going to put this butterfly maybe going this way. And then we'll put the other one kind of going the other way. Like so. Ta-da! There we go. I like that. I'm not going to sew these tags at all because they're already fighting me, but we can now glue this. Let me put that over there into our big book of ideas. I put it here like so, and then we will make the card for it. No, I want to glue it this way. So it's kind of good. I was trying to stay on camera. Sorry, guys. It's kind of good that I went the other way anyway, because then I can show that, you know, it goes multiple ways. I don't even know what page I had it on, but this is the page it's going on now. Pretty sure this wasn't the page I picked, but this is where we are. Happy crafting! Okay. like so. And I think I'll make the card out of this paper. Why not? Love that guy. What do you think his name is? Jasper. I say his name is Jasper. I think so. I think so. I like Jasper. Okay, and this I'm gonna make, how am I gonna fold it? Yeah, let's see. I think I'm gonna do it somewhere around there. I'll just cut this and get off all that white stuff. This is I must have printed this on the wrong setting. That's okay, because it's going in my idea junk journal. So, all right, so like that. And I'm just gonna fold it in half. And what I did was I have some of this paper. It's kind of like a little lighter than deli paper. I think some people call it like dragonfly wing paper, if I'm saying it right. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. But I'm going to put some of that on this white side because, all right, we can move you out of the way. We can bring you up into the camera. Okay, good, good. I don't know what it's called, but I don't want this white to be so white. So I want to put some of this down. This is a good alternative. You can also stencil, paint, you know the deal. You know all the things you can do with a white piece of paper, or leave it white. Maybe you like white. Maybe you want to use magic markers. I don't know. Have your kids put their handprints. Perfect. That's what I say. Okay, and now I'm just going to lay this over it. Might not be so straight. It's a good thing about the glue stick, though. You have some room to play. It's all good. There we go. Better. Better. It's got a couple of wrinkles in it, but I like that. It actually looks better when you know, add some ink. So, and it just takes down that white. And I can use the ruler for this. So let's go this way. This paper is very thin. I love it. You can get it in a lot of different places. I think I got this on Amazon. I think. Don't quote me on that. I have supplies here that have just been here. They're just here. They just spawned into my craft room. That's what I tell my husband anyway. Spawned into the craft room. I didn't spend a dime. All right, this is gonna work this way. Probably be better if I cut it with a knife, but it's all good. Yeah, if this has another name and you know what the name of this paper is, then by all means, let me know. Maybe somebody calls it something else somewhere else. I don't know. All right, let me just cut off these weird ends. All right, very good. Yeah, and so because it's got those wrinkles, like you can kind of come in here with your ink and give it that, you know, where those raised edges are, kind of bring them up to the forefront. It's very cool. It's actually really cool when you wrinkle it on purpose. We'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on the next one. Just gonna see where my time is. Okay, good. Yeah. And then we're gonna fold this over. Okay. And there is Jasper. Hello, Jasper. I'm going to round these corners, Jasper. And I want it to be like a file folder, so I'm gonna get out one of these, like I did with the other one. Choose that one. and fold this over. Oh, no, it's not the same green, not the same green. We'll just ink around this because I can. I'm not going to ink around Jasper. That's going to take up too much time. And then I'm just going to put it in on this side so this will still open. And then we'll put our tags in. There's probably 100 ways to decorate this, right? I mean, maybe since this is here, I'll line it with this. Like so. And then I just took a little scrap and cut it like so. Let's make it a little bigger. And then I kind of folded it over. Let's see if I can round these corners. Very tight. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm rounding the corners, but you could do that with your scissors also, or not round them at all. And then put that over this tag just to give some contrast there. I kind of like the way that looks. You know, it's always good to put other little ideas, decorating ideas and stuff in too, so you'll remember to use them. And this makes a perfect journal spread page. It takes up the entire page in here. Okay, we can punch a little hole in that when it dries. But it's going this way. That's going to go in there. And I could put a dangle on there like I showed you. And then we have butterfly. Mushroom. Butterfly. Like so. And you know what would be cute too? To do like a word. So if this was like a cat journal, you could do CAT. You could do fly. If you have like big alphabet stamps, you could do some 3-letter words or something else. Yeah. All right. So that's it. That's the one. So if that's all you came here for, it was great to have you. But I'm going to move on and make another one for my, my Woodland journals. So that's a wrap. Okay, so you know what I want to do is I want to stamp this. I got these recipe stamps on Temu, and these, I've been looking for something like this because it's perfect for doing lines, right? And I finally found one, and I was like, I'm getting it. Because I use this too. So this is just a piece of corrugated cardboard, and then that makes a really rustic look. But I wanted something that was a little more uniform. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I'm getting that. I am getting that. And I don't mean too uniform because, you know, I'm gonna make it a little wonky anyway by not using a block. Like that. And then maybe we'll just do one on the bottom. Here. Like that. And we can put something in here that matches the theme. I have some stuff over here. Just this box hanging out where maybe I'll have something that will work, maybe. That might work. Let's just cut it down. It needs to be slightly smaller. We'll have a little accent up top there, and then we'll get a nice little word. Let's see how that fits. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna round the corners because I rounded the corners of that. So let's do that. Maybe just a little though. Not a whole lot. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Okay, and ink, ink, ink. Because we can. This is out of ink. Let's try this one. Okay. And that will go there. You know what I realize my problem is? This isn't just with junk journaling. This is my life. I just don't put stuff right away. Like I don't take it and then put it right back. I don't. And that's the problem. That's a problem. That's my toxic trait. I don't put it back and then everything is on my desk. Everything. See? So. But oh well. I guess it could be worse. All right, and I have some room up here for a word. So, what do we want? What do we want? We want a word. We want a quick word. We want something fast. I have sunshine. Oh, I have fly away. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Put it down there. What else? What else? What else? Actually, I'm probably just going to go with that. I don't have anything smaller. I have go outside. No, I'm going to use fly away. Okay, and I'll just put it down here. I'm just going to put it up here. Does that work? It doesn't. All right, it's going down here. Just maybe a little prompt. That's why I like these words. They're kind of like journal prompts. We'll just cover it up a little like that. And this is good to go now. I just wanted something on the inside there. When I have all my tabs done, I'll do the tabs, so we don't have to do that. Where did that stamp go? I lost a stamp. Oh no. Oh, it's probably still on the stamp block. Okay, let me move the book out of here. All right, I'm going to take 2 seconds to clear my desk and then I'm going to do another one. But if you're leaving or have left, thanks for being here and spending some time with me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you'll try all these and make your own. Okay, so now I'm going to get another journal. Okay, this one's not sewn together yet. However, that doesn't matter. I still have to make them. So this time I'm going to use the Woodland paper. So let me get these scraps over here. You can go over there. I have some book pages that are all done and glued together. So I'll use these. You know, I didn't check these for bad words. I don't know. I'm not responsible for the content of the words in this book that I did not read, so most of it's going to be covered anyway. Nobody's going to see it. All right, we're just going to ink these up. I'll sew them up, and then I'll come back and cut some more paper with you guys. All right, so, we're going to do 2, and I think I'm going to do these as 2 pockets this time. So I went and cut some other pages. I did the sewing, I inked, and now I'm just going to measure a halfway point. Let's see where that's going to be, like that. And I'm going to punch these, so I'll just hold them together and do that. Yeah, nobody's going to know. I'm going to sew there, so. Like that. And we'll do the same thing on this one. Perfect. All right, doesn't matter which one goes where, they're the same size. All right, so I can glue these down now, and then we'll go through the center with a zigzag stitch. I have a little more room to play here, so not as tight as the 3. Couldn't draw a straight line with glue if I had a gun to my head. Hopefully I never have to have that occasion. All right, so that's that one. And this one, just want to know where that line is. And if you're not going to sew, obviously you want to also glue down the center or wherever the breaks are in your pockets. But I'm going to sew, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, good enough. Let me sew them. I'll be right back. Okay. Should wait for the glue to dry before you go sewing them. Just saying. Let me get some of these off of here. Like so. Okay, so there's you. My machine picked up the loose thread and sewed it into the zigzag, and then it got caught and it was holding up the machine. So I think that's one of the things I love about making these junky journals. You call them what you want. I'm going to call them junk journals. Maybe they're not, but it doesn't matter. It's just like supposed to look distressed. That's how I make them anyway. So yeah. Okay, so now I did these to be the cards, but that one now I'm realizing is not going to be a good one. All right, so I have this, and I have more of this paper. So I can do one with that, and then maybe I'll stencil the other one. What do you think? That sounds like a great idea. Thanks. I thought so too. All right, let me get my Oohoo glue, Oohoo stick. Some people were asking me in some of the comments somewhere, what glue do you use? And always what paper I use. So I print on Neenah cardstock, which I get at Amazon, NEENAH. 80 pounds is the one that I get, white cardstock. And I also print on regular copy weight paper. So, let's do this one crinkled up, right? And yeah, so that was a big question. I'm not sure. But that is what I do. I bought a heavier weight cardstock, and I don't have it with me, so I don't know what number it was, but it was definitely heavier than what I use. That's the Neenah 80 pound. And it was just really hard to work with because, and you know what, I'm going to use my mat and cut this with a knife. Now that I'm learning, this is how we learn. And it was just really hard to work with. I don't know. I'm sure it's probably got great purpose. Like if you were making a journal and you want to put it in a box or something, oh, that would be like, if you're going to build a box, that would be the perfect paper for that. But even for journal covers, it's very stiff. So I didn't like it at all. The Neenah cardstock, I had a page up on my website with all my favorite things, but then Amazon made all those changes, so now none of my links work. But anyway, the Neenah cardstock that I get on Amazon is perfect. It's perfect for covers. It's perfect for like journaling cards and tags. So it is my go-to. I don't know why this is cutting all weird on me. Let's try this way. Take a little bit off. yeah, so that's better. That's what I use. Copy paper I'll usually use if I need something lightweight for a tag, or that's when I'm not pressing hard enough. And, you know, I want more fussy cuts. I do that a lot with the fussy cuts because they're lighter weight and I'm usually piling them on top of each other. So I like it for that. So yeah, we got more wrinkles this time. That looks cool. I like it. Maybe we'll just do a little, because these are going in the journal, so I do want them to be pretty, pretty. You know what? Let me fold this first and clip the edges, around the edges. This one's, yeah. Before I ink it, and then when I ink it, I don't have to re-ink it. So yeah, that's my paper that I use. What are some other questions? I'll probably do a Q&A, but my glue is always a question. I used to use exclusively art glitter glue. I tried PVA glue, works fine. I like the art glitter glue because I like the top of the art glitter glue, but the art glitter glue jams so much. So my art glitter glue is mixed with some PVA glue and water, and I water it down a little. And I don't have an exact formula, unfortunately, to tell you, but I really just kind of water it down until it's like I can hold the bottle upside down. It's not going to come flying out, but like it will drip. And that is because our glitter glue just clogs so much. I couldn't leave the top off. And like now, this whole time I have the top off and it's fine. It's going to be fine. If I left it overnight, it would still be fine. But if I left the art glitter glue overnight, forget it. For 5 minutes, it clogs up and I constantly had to stick a pin in it and it was driving me nuts. And I said, you know what? I'm done, 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 done. It's a great glue. Don't get me wrong. But it's too much. It's too much work. I don't have time. I just don't. So, yeah. So let's stamp this like I did the other one. I really do like this stamp. I did look for, you know, like I go into the craft store, I'm always looking for this kind of stamp and I could never find it anywhere. And I was just like, come on, somebody's got to make this thing. And then I saw it on Temu and I said, I'm getting it. That's it. I'm dead. It was like $2. Okay, so that's that. We'll do the whole other side. No. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do wildflowers. I'm going to do these. Stampers Anonymous, Wildflowers, CMS 253. So this is Tim Holtz. And I love these stamps. Obviously, some more than others. These are fairly new to me. I'm trying to think who had them. Oh, goodness. I don't know now, but I saw them and I was like, how do I not have that set? Why are you stamping on that, Deirdre? I don't know. All right, so we're going to do this one here. No block. Ta-da. And then we'll do this. I haven't used this one yet, so this is a really tall one. That'll work. And I know I should put them on a block. Make everybody happy. Put them on the block. That's what the tools are for. Right? Oh, what are you doing? Okay. We'll put you like there. How cool. I love them. They're just beautiful. And that, And then maybe a little butterfly. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna get you here. Where were you? They all fit when we started. You saw them. What is happening? I don't know. Maybe like that. There we go. Okay. Butterfly. These came in My Creative Studio box, or Your Creative Studio box. Your Creative Studio. They came in that box. But, you know, I can never get these plastic things off, and so they never really stick well to my... I have tried. You see, like, I know they come off because I've gotten them off of some, but anyway, we're just gonna... This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our hands. Like so. My glue book still has glue on it. Ta-da! There we go. All right, and so that's this one. You need a little tabby. Tab. I'll just take out a couple. Isn't this cute? I got them at Joann's. Joann's fabric. All right, we'll use a brown one, and we'll get a another black one for the other one. And actually, I'll probably just finish this one because we're up against the clock. We'll use the brown one for this one. If I could fold it right. These I cut out on, I have a couple of ways to cut these out. I have a punch for these. Not the Stampin' Up! Whale tail. I don't have that. I ended up actually creating one in my Adobe Illustrator using like a bracket symbol. And it was a whole process, but that was like a couple of years ago. And then Temu had one, so I got one on Temu. And so this one I'm going to glue on this side. I'm going to be a little different with this one. And the one on Temu works really good, but when I do them on my Silhouette or my Cricut, I can do a ton at a time. And I can cut them out in spaces where I have a void somewhere, like if I'm cutting something and then I have extra space and I want to use up all the paper. I do that and I use my pattern. And that pattern is the same pattern that is in my Canva templates for tabs. So I made it so you can use it in Canva. And that's in my shop if you want to get it. But it's this exact one. So when you cut it out, or if you download it as a PNG transparent and cut it on your own Silhouette, you get the same one. Okay, so that's that. And that one is going, this is a mushroom. So we're going to put this one is going to go with the fern, right? Okay, oh, I got to make the pockets for that. All right, let's do that. So this one, let's see, maybe I'll use this one for the pockets. None of these have, all right, hold on. I'm gonna have to put some more paper on. You know, let's cut them and then I'll put the paper on. So you can go over there. And I'll do this one first. Well, let's get them to length. Height, I don't know, width, depends on how you're holding the paper, I suppose. And then I'm gonna need that in a second. I don't know why I put it away. And then we're not gonna fight with it this time. I'll cut one and then I'll cut the other from that one. Then we'll have two the same size. Sorta. All right, and let's just round all of these. And we will ink them. Wait, we need to, oh, I should have done that before I put them. All right, that's fine. We'll just cut around it with the scissors. That's not what I'm looking for. What are you doing? The sun is getting low in the sky. I just got like 3 hours sleep last night. Thank you, menopause. And so I'm a little loopy today. For all you kids out there, don't get old. No, I would like everybody to get old. We need every one of you soldiers out there. I don't know what that means. Anyway, yeah, fighting the good fight. One hot flash at a time. Yay me! So I'm working on 3 hours of sleep. And that's just the way it goes. But you know, I never, I was a good sleeper when I was a teenager, but after my kids were born, it was over. Done. So I'm kind of used to no sleep, but this is a whole new level of no sleep. I need my glue sizzles. And some days are just better than others. Nights. Some nights are better than others. Waiting for the medical miracles to catch up, so. Natural remedies. I've heard them all. None of them work. Anyway, TMI. Moving on. All right, so I have to cut around these. Who's still here at this point? Who is still here? Just curious. Who's still listening at this point? Raise your hands. I'm still here. Just curious. Okay, so that's one. And this is two. Let's see if we can make this quicker. Nothing's ever quick. And see, I'm just trying all different things. Throwing it up against the wall, seeing what works, figuring out what's the best way, and then that's what I do moving forward. That's how you learn. Still have to round the corners, but I should have done this before I did that. Lessons. Ooh, that's cool. Got a nice little jagged edge there. Oh, another one. Cool. Now we have to ink. No, we have to cut off these. Oh my goodness. But you get the idea. We are almost there. We're in the home stretch. We're probably at 3 hours and 45 minutes, but look at what we got done. See, you can't even tell. It looks all raggedy. How cool is that? I think that's actually really cool. Let's fix this. And these little strays. And I think I'm done with you. So, look at all this glue I have open. My glue hates me. The glue hates me. What are you doing to us? All right, and I need some circles, right? Because we need to... Yeah, I could not do a whole nother one of these. Can you imagine? We'll be here till next Tuesday. All right, so... But it's important that they are done properly. Okay, so now, I probably should have tested them before I put all that ink and stuff on them, huh? Let's just, I'm just gonna push this out a little. Now I have to glue it again. Perfect. Man, I really thought I gave myself enough room. Seriously? Okay. Rewind. Okay, so note to self, make them even less wide than you think you need them, because unless you want to fight with them. I don't, and then that's going to mean, let's see how bad this one is. Just a little. But, you know, I got to get that rounded corner, so this side. Look, there's no error in this little craft adventure that can't be fixed with a trimmer and some ink. So don't sweat it. I don't think I redid this side. It's only paper. This way. Wait, how is that? Oh, no, it's this way. Okay. It's hard to tell sometimes with these papers. It still wants to stay. You know what I think the problem is I'm not letting stuff dry. Or I'm a complete idiot. I don't know. One of them. And it's still kind of tacky, and that's what the problem is. Okay, so now we're good. And now I need some holes punched. All right, so I'm going to use this as the side I'm going to stamp on. Okay, and then I'll use maybe some of this. Maybe some of this little leaf over here. All right. And these will be our tops. So I'm going to do like this. Yeah, so hopefully by December, I'll have these Woodland journals done. Actually, no, this weekend I'm going to be putting a lot of time into them, God willing, and the creek don't rise. Really? Oh, here you are. Because I gotta get them out the door. I gotta get them off my desk. I've just been sitting around, and you know, like there's all these papers taking up room and all these like half done pockets, so they've got to get done. Okay, so you're gonna go on this side. You know what would be a great idea? Somebody probably already thought of this and they've left. Is I'm just gonna mark it. So I want it in the center. Look at me. Look, I'm a genius. Somebody thought of this like 25 minutes ago. They left because they're like, ugh. But you're still here. You believe in me. Look at that. That's the way to go. Silly girl. Silly girl. All right, guys, we are in the home stretch. This one's going to go here. And then this one. That is so much easier. Oh, well. It is what it is. All right, so this is the last one, and then we'll glue it in. And then we'll call it a wrap. You guys are so great for hanging in there with me. Need to stamp it. This one's going to have 2 butterflies, but I don't know what I did with the stamp block that had the butterfly on it. At this point, everybody's given up. I don't know. I'm missing a butterfly, but you know what? That's okay, because I have a mushroom and a butterfly. And we're going to make it work. You're going in there. You know what would be cool, too, is if you had this whole piece... for anybody still in the audience, and then you cut like the rest of this out and then just had it on there, that would be cool too, if that makes sense to you. Because then it will look like just an extension of it, and it would kind of hide it a little. Nice. Okay, so you are done, and you are going into this journal right here. This one, a little chipmunk one. Very cute. He needs words and stuff, but where do I? Doesn't matter. I can still move the papers around anyway, but I do want to get it down. I have to do like 8 more of them, so not tonight. Not with you guys here. Sorry. But it's good. The rest I'll make, and I'll just put them to the side, and then I'll put them in when I'm done. And I didn't do like I might as well go to completion, right? Might as well finish it all up. That's not big enough. It might be too big, but I'm gonna make the little thing that folds over the tab. I kind of want them all to look the same. And so, mostly, I mean, the papers are going to be a little different, but that's okay. Okay. There's a motorcycle outside. Like that. I will punch that out later. There's a mushroom on that side. That's all pretty. You go in there. We are done. All right. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And if you're new here, you might want to subscribe if anybody's still here. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.